Welcome back to Oulton Park in Cheshire for some more great Thundersport GB action, the penultimate rounds. And here we have the second offering from the Alto Digital Thundersport GP2s, the Nitro GP3s, and the MiniTwins. And there we see, we did see Jake Dixon there, Michael Clifford, there's Josh Daly, 25, then Sam Cox, number 54. And I'll tell you what, Steve, great racing prospect, not least because the track conditions are probably as good as they've been all day.
Yeah, still a little bit greasy out on circuit, but it's as good as they've been so far in the Thundersport GB Championships here at Oulton Park. And again, a fantastic start there from James Folkard. Just at the back there is number 33, James Robinson, just getting himself around that first corner unscathed, because he, of course, can win the GP3 championship just by finishing this race. There's a good shot there of Adam Pelfreman just ahead of Joe Ravenscroft.
Yep, Joe, who won the MiniTwins earlier on, the youngster doing a really excellent job. We'll see whether or not we can repeat that this time round. But up the front, well, once again, we see the guys didn't seem to matter what the conditions are like underneath them. These two always at it like knives. James Folkard, number 43, leads from Jake Dixon, number 35.
Yeah, not sure what the problem was for James Folkard in race one, but he had to pull out of it. And those two have already got a huge gap ahead of Michael Clifford. There's number 25, Josh Daly, and well, currently second in the championship. He still needs to get a few more points on the board at Mallory Park in a couple of weeks' time to guarantee himself as the runner-up for 2011. Of course, champion is number 100, Connor Tagg.
Yeah, Jake Dixon trying to get past James Folkard on the run down into his. It didn't quite come off, so he's just parked there on his rear wheel at the moment. David Allingham, once again, the youngster, number 30, up into 4th place behind Michael Clifford.
There's an arm out there from James Folkard, number 43, and I'm just wondering whether James has got another problem or whether he's pulling in, of course. The important thing for him, he's going to concentrate a lot this weekend on his 450 championship. And Jake Dixon goes up ahead, and I think we may well find out.
Yeah, you're right.
There's a wave there from Jake Dixon.
Well spotted.
Cheerio.
Yeah, he definitely didn't. He signalled to Jake, and Jake said thanks for that, and through he goes. And well, that leaves Jake Dixon, even in these early stages, well out ahead of the rest. Michael Clifford up into 2nd, then David Allingham tucked in behind him. Then Reese Rothwell up into a good 4th place. We've seen some good races from Reese this weekend. There we see Will Hodgson on the back of that train, chasing hard.
Now, a lot of these riders are still out on the wet tyres, but number 5 there, Marty Lennon, started 19th on the grid. He's got the dry tyres on, and he's flying through the pack.
He's on a 650 Kawasaki, and of course, Marty, we've seen a number of times on Thundersport GB programmes, and he comes across, particularly to Oulton Park. I mean, it's a favoured local circuit in inverted commas for a lot of riders from over the water in Ireland.
Yes, Marty normally attends this round, and maybe Anglesey also. He contested the first year of Thundersport GB in the GP1 series and had a great race, if I recall rightly, here at Alton Park, one of the first races we had. So he certainly knows the place well, and he's currently just chasing David Allingham, number 30, and number 3, Michael Clifford.
And that's a good move by Allingham. You know, it's so hard to remember that this is his first proper year of racing. David Allingham still just a youngster, but he's on this 450 now, whilst racing parallel, really, because he's been on his racing currently in the Aprilia Super Teams. But here he is up into effectively 2nd place at the moment. There we see number 9, that's Perry Goldstein. Perry on his KTM 610.
Yeah, number 99 also there, Claire Dominique, just going through. But look at that, Marty Lennon now is alongside David Allingham, so it's Northern Ireland versus Northern Ireland, and I think Allingham got the better of him. They're closing the door as they enter Deersleep there, and Lennon's just managed to edge ahead, so Marty Lennon is on the move.
Yeah, he's up into 2nd, and look at this, is a fantastic battle. 9 bikes, I think, involved in that, but well up front, we mustn't forget Dixie, number 35, Jake Dixon, leads us now by a country mile.
There's Bryn Owen, the winner of the first GP3 race, and currently leading the way in race 2, and there's the champion in waiting in GP3. Should be adding his name to a list. Oh, and there's a rider down. can't quite see the number of the machine. It's not one of the leaders.
No, that's it's an unusual place to lose it as well. There we see Jake Dixon up the front. That is one healthy lead, but I tell you what, it's being pegged back by Marty Lennon, who's been turning in a series of absolute scorchers since he got up into second place. It is David Allingham in third, and look at this, Sam Cox just getting ahead of Michael Clifford and Josh Daly getting at Kawasaki's nose in there as well.
Yeah, Daly carrying a lot of corner speed through his ease there. Marty Lennon is no slouch, of course. He's the just been recently crowned the 2011 Irish Mini-Twins champion. So he's no slouch on that Kawasaki. There's Bryn Owen, number 154, leading GP3s. Oh, and it's a high side there, and did he clip the white line? Difficult to know, but that's caught him out. I think even Bryn looks a little bit surprised about that one. Still very slippery. He's got the full wets on, but Bryn is out of this race.
Yeah, for a moment, absolutely furious there, but realised there was nothing he could do about it. Look at Marty Lennon. He's now set fastest lap of the race in his pursuit of Jake Dixon. You hardly think that Dixie will be able to... well, he's got no intention of doing it, but I don't think he'll be caught, not from there. He leads down the avenue towards Cascades once again, but Marty Lennon is absolutely flying in second. David Allingham there in third. Josh Daly now up in fourth, just ahead of Sam Cox. Michael Clifford, Will Hodgson, Reece Rothwell, all in that little chasing group.
There's Wayne Bridges, number 7, second in the Mini-Twins, ahead of Curtis Rothwell. That fall from Bryn Owen promotes James Hobson into first position in the GP3s, and that would be a first ever win for him. James Robinson is going to be crowned the GP3 champion no matter what the result now, but this has been a brilliant ride from Jake Dixon, number 35, and another victory coming his way.
Fantastic stuff, yes, a win for Dixie. Marty Lennon will be second ahead of David Allingham. Joe Ravenscroft, the youngster, is once again, he's going to be leading Mini-Twin. And there, Dixie wins then. Overall, from Marty Lennon, David Allingham third, Sam Cox fourth, Josh Daly fifth, and Michael Clifford sixth. There we see them on the podium. Jake Dixon in the middle, Marty Lennon and David Allingham alongside. There we see that Connor Tagg already crowned champion, but Josh Daly second, Adam Polterman third, Ian Popwell fourth, Jake Dixon fifth, and Marty Lennon sixth. And on the Mini-Twin podium, Joe Ravenscroft wins again from Wayne Bridges and Curtis Rothwell. Ian Popwell already crowned champion, ahead of Sam Nicholson, Dave Polterman, Curtis Rothwell, Wayne Bridges, and Nathan Hutchinson. In the GP3s, well, the win to James Hobson. Well done to him. James Robinson second, but he's the champion for 2011, ahead of Aaron Hay, James Hobson, Ian Raven, Scott Dixon, and Bryn Owen.
Jake, another win here. You're having a good day at Oulton.
Yeah, luck's on our side for once, or I don't want to speak too soon because we've got another 451, but hopefully the luck will be on our side and I'll take the win on that one and close right in on the championship, and then it'll all go down to Mallory, so that's all looking forward to it.
And thanks goes to?
Just everyone who's helped me, Chris who's lent me the bike, just what I've said in the first one, so just cheers to everyone for helping.
We'll move on to GP3 now. James Hobson. James, great to have you here on the podium. What did you think of that?
Really tough race, never been to Oulton before, so it's really physical track, took my breath. Had some good racing with James. First win, so...
Yes, absolutely. It's a great result for you, and you must have a few people to thank as well.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my dad for just sorting out my bike all weekend and putting up with me, and my mum and all my family and friends. And I'd like to thank Paul from Lowdale Autos. He's been helping me out with parts for my bike and stuff like that. So.
Well done to you, and I'm sure we'll see plenty more of you in the future.
Yeah, thank you.
Second